when we look at the power of content marketing, content that is produced in your marketing structure as part of your online presence, that power is really tremendous. Some of that content can have like an evergreen function. It's there and it keeps working for you. An article on your blog is not just a post that has a date stamp to it, because to Google, it doesn't really matter when the article was produced and published. To Google, it's an item of interest that proves that your website is relevant. And as Google crawls your website, what it will do is take a look at the article and go, well, hey, that's a really, really good piece of content that I can actually just show again and again whenever someone is doing a Google search. So when you have a blog and you post regular topics there, you're killing two birds with one stone. You're telling Google, hey, something's happening here. Here's a new article. Just it pings a signal to Google saying this website is alive and there's something going on. So it's really a good idea to drive traffic there to send patients who are doing a Google search in your direction so they don't end up with your competitors. So evergreen is a nice word to describe the impact of content marketing because it stays there and it keeps working for you. And that's a big difference compared to an ad that always has an expiry date, unless you just keep rolling the ad and you keep paying. For this content page, you don't keep paying. So Google just keeps seeing the value there, and that is the power of organic marketing. The blog you publish can have a specific topic. So you really focus on a niche and you become the expert in that field. Now, another aspect of content marketing is you can repurpose it. You can repackage it. You can take the same blog, rewrite it, add a new angle to it, give it another title, some new images, and post it again to your social media profile so it becomes fresh again. You can repurpose it. You can also amplify it. If you have a really strong piece of content on your website, such as an article or even a content page, it doesn't have to be a blog. If you have a really strong piece of content there that gives all the key points, context, definitions, that informs the patient and the GP who could become a potential referrer. If you have that type of content, you can amplify it by creating a LinkedIn post around it and then adding some advertising power to it so you become the sponsored content type or a sponsored post, and you can then send it out to all the GPs in your local catchment area. That's just one example of the amazing things you can do with all this content. So that is just a bit of context on the evergreen power or the power to repurpose content or to amplify your content, which are three important reasons to really invest in content rather than in advertising. So if you want to get started exploring the power of content for your practice, just book a free strategy session and we'll talk about your business goals, the content that your patients are actually Googling for, and the way to attract those patients to your practice so they become your next new patients.